Let's talk about our air filters for a moment. Are you learning something? Because if you don't know your product knowledge is power. So you say, well, I saw that unit down Sharper Image. Well, yeah, it's a joke. It's a toy. Show me. This is your ionic breeze. Okay? What is it? Where's the filter? Where's the filter? There is no filter. You can see through it. It's a couple of pieces of metal that are electronically charged. Okay? It's an ionizer. It is one of our stages, but not as effective. One. What happens is when dust, big dust, goes through, it gets connected. Then you take it off and you clean the dust off. Okay? That's all it's taking out. It's not taking out odors, not taking out gases. It's taking out dust. And it ain't doing a good job at that because there's no filters, no HEPA, nothing. Here's Oric. You've seen it advertised on TV. Here's their filter. This one you can drive a truck through. Look. This. Look at it. Look at these these people call these filters. Look. What are you going to stop with this? These are filters. And then, here it is. It's Oric Professional, $600. That's the inside. Joey took it out for me. But that's the filter inside. And then again, you've got those plates inside. You can see right through it. So what happens is the dust that gets through these filters obviously gets electrostatically charged. And what ionization is, if you remember when you would walk and you would touch somebody and the shock would come, or you would drop something and it would stick to you, or you girls are getting dressed and your dress keeps sticking to you and you're trying to pull it away. So how come everything's sticking to me, you know? It's static electricity. It's ionization, okay? And after electrical storms, there's more ionization. You walk across the carpet, I touch you, and bam, it shocks you. So that's what they're using as a filtering technology that the dust will stick to the next thing it comes to. Does that make sense? That's what they're selling, $500, $600, $700. Or here's another one. There's no filter in it. Nothing to it. Let's talk about Caracal. This is a filter. I can tell you this. These filters, I came here, and every month, once a month, we change them, clean them, make sure they're clean. And the dirt that we find on them is caked after 30 days. The dust that we pull out of these buildings every month, we could probably, if we took all the filters and emptied all, we would have a pile of dirt here at the end of a month. Where would that dirt be if it wasn't in the filter? In your lungs. In your lungs. So what's on the dirt? What's on the dust? Dust mites, bugs. People have allergies. It's not to the dust, it's to the dust mites. There are little bugs inside of every piece of dust. Thousands and thousands of little dust mites. If you're, I don't know about you, I made them clean these. So why? Because if I touch that dirty, dusty one, I just looked at it, I was going to pick it up, I go, I'm not touching it. Because if I pick it up, I will start to get, my eyes will start to hurt, and it'll start to tighten up from the dust. I'm allergic to dust, or everybody I think has a reaction to dust. It just, ooh, my eyes hurt, my throat gets. If I go into a carpet shop or a shop where there's a lot of fabrics or something, someone starts looking, I go, I got to go outside. I can't be in here. Why? It's closing up. I'm going to tell you a funny story. I was in Italy going over to Croatia on a boat, on a ferry boat. It's a boat that carries cars over, but I'm going across. So we had they called it the VIP suite. Well, it wasn't very VIP because it was dusty and dirty. They probably hadn't cleaned it in 10 years. All right? So my girlfriend said, we got to go out. We're going to go out to dinner. We'll go get a drink. I said, okay. She said, you got to hide my purse because there was no cigarette. I said, okay, I'm going to hide the purse. Let me think. I opened the closet and I saw life jackets there. I said, I'll put them behind the life jacket. So I pull the life jackets, I go to put it behind, I realize they're all full of dust and the dust is coming out. I'm like, oh shit. I pull it back. I go, no, I can't do it here. I'll put it under the bed. I go under the bed, there's more dust under the bed. I left it, I go, oh shit. Now I'm coming out of the place. We're walking. She said, you okay? I said, no, I'm not okay. I'm not okay. I couldn't breathe. I was actually scared, nervous. I'm like, I'm not okay. I'm trying to get out. Where are you going? You okay? No, I'm not okay. Well, why are you going that way? I'm not okay. I'm trying to get out to the air where the wind was blowing in my face to try to get some fresh air. And give me a Claritin. Give me a pill. Why? What part of I'm not okay do you not understand? I'm not okay. Okay? Yeah, are you okay? No, I'm not okay. And I couldn't breathe. And it was from the dust. It took me about a half hour to get to the point I could breathe properly again. And I'd take a couple of Claritin. I said, let me get the allergy pill. Because I'm allergic to dust. People don't know. You get up in the morning, you feel clogged up. How many people get up in the morning, your head's a little clogged? You got to take a shower, clear your head out. This is all allergies. When you have a Caracal filter in your house, you wake up like you just went to sleep. You're nice and fresh. So these air filters, now let's take a look at what Caracal has. This is our three-stage pre-filter. It's an electrostatic pre-filter which creates electrical charge as the air goes through it. Now, can you see through that? Slightly. See a little light through it. But that will stop more than any of those filters will stop in the first stages. This is we pre-filter, and it's going to stop 90% of the things in the air, the bacteria, not the bacteria, but the dust. Dust is easy. Dust is easy for us. If you think of dust, think of a tractor trailer tire. And if you say, well, what do you stop? We stop grapes. If dust is equivalent to a tractor trailer tire, we're stopping grapes, which means we stop bacteria and viruses and particles 500 times thinner than your hair. 500 times thinner than a human hair. That's what we're stopping. Bacteria, virus, cysts. Dust is kid stuff. We not only stop dust and particle matter, then it's got to go through this. Now, anybody can see through this. I got to talk to later on because they have X-ray vision. This is what it's got to go through. First it's going through this, and then it's going through this. And in here we have tactified polyester, which is out here, which is a sticky foam. So when it hits this tactified polyester, what happens? If the dust got past this, it sticks there. Then it goes to HEPA, a high particular arrest material, which is a pleated fabric designed for hospital use to stop bacteria, virus, and cysts. So if it got through the tactified polyester, now we're getting down to the little stuff, where we're stopping bacteria and viruses and other things that can hurt you, disease, airborne disease germs. Then if it gets around or through our HEPA, we kill it with an antimicrobial foam behind it. And then it has to go into carbon pad. So if it's a gas or an odor that wasn't a particular item, we absorb it with our carbon. And if it gets past the carbon, we stop it with the germ warfare fabric. Now, anything that gets through this deserves to live. Leave the poor guy alone. He's fought for his life. Open the window and let him out. This is filtrate. This is purifying your ear. Does that make sense to you? This purifies your ear. And then we ozonate it or ionize it like they do. We charge the ear up, which makes everything heavy, and it wants to stick to something. Okay? If you're just ionizing and you walk by an ionizer, you're the filter. Do you understand that? You can become the filter, except in our particular case, we ionize and pull it back with our fan. Our powerful fan goes and brings it back to the unit so we can capture it. And then, when you have an odor or a gas or mold or viruses in the air, in your fabrics, in your seats, in your cushions, in your carpet, everywhere else in the house, because let me tell you something. If someone comes in your house and smokes a cigarette or a cigar, You can open your windows till your face falls off. The smell is in your fabrics. It's in the clothes. It's in everything. Okay? So the only way to get rid of it, you got to go out and attack it. If you have a fire in your house, let me tell you what would happen. The insurance going to go, you had a fire in your kitchen. Okay, we're going to fix your kitchen. That's $6,000, $10,000, $12,000, fix your kitchen. Oh, no. How about the rest of my house? Well, we're going to paint the kitchen, paint the areas that got smoky, and we're going to get, oh, no, how about my sofa and my carpet and my drapes? You got to replace it all. It stinks. We'll take care of that for you, ma'am. We'll have someone here tomorrow. You have to leave the house for 4 hours. And what do? They bring in a giant ozone machine. They close off the house. Everybody leaves the house, get your pets out of the house, and they crank up the ozone. 2-3 hours later, you open the door, all the smells are gone. It eats the gases, eats the odors, eats the smells, and turns it back into oxygen and refreshes your whole house. So you say, wow, so we could do that ourselves. Yes. If you had a major fire, you might need 3 or 4 of them around the house, or a company that comes in really jams it. But yes, you could do it with this. Absolutely. All right. All you do is use them when you're in unoccupied space or in occupied spaces where there's gases and odors. In other words, if you're cooking and you want to get rid of... Look, I know you guys like garlic. The only people who use more garlic than the Spanish people are the Italian people. Would you take garlic out of our diet? We couldn't eat. You tie our hands and we can't talk. So that's Italian, right? See? All right. So bottom line is, if you're cooking and you come in the house, you go, yeah, it's very nice, but my house stinks. Turn the ozone on. Leave it on for an hour. Gases are gone. You're having a party. You know, there's too many people in there. You want to get rid of some of the odors in there. Throw your ozone on, put it on 15 off on a low, leave it on all night. What you don't want to do with ozone is put it in your bedroom and turn it on and leave it on all the time, because you'll over-ozonate the room. Does that make sense to you? You'll start to smell the ozone. But you could put it for your clothes. Now, here's what we do. When I leave the master bedroom, we turn on the ozone for 4 hours. By the time we come back, the room is clean. We kill bacteria, kill viruses. We eliminated the dry cleaning odors. We eliminated odors on your clothes. Okay? Do you ever go to a bar or something, you come back and you go, holy, I smell. Take your clothes, put it in front of an ozonator. 20 minutes later, it smells perfectly clean. So it goes into the fabrics, eats the gas, and eliminates it. So what do we have? We have an air filter that has all of the technology from HEPA, charcoal, absorption, static electricity, antimicrobial, ozone, and ionization. All of the technology is built into one unit. So if you want the best air filter in the world, that's it. If you want the cheapest one, go buy something else. It just ain't going to work. Everybody I know that ever bought one of these cheaper filters go, they don't work. They don't work. This works.